Okay, the next bit we're going to move on to, I'm going to ask you this question, is that who here is an expert? Okay, everybody should be putting their damn hands up, okay? Everybody should be putting their hands up, but I'm going to spin it on its head. I'm now going to tell you why you shouldn't be an expert, or you shouldn't call yourself an expert, should I say. It's because everybody is. Everybody classes themselves an expert. There's actually the point of everybody putting their hands up going, yeah, I'm an expert, I'm an expert. You know, even I'm an expert, I'm an expert. But who do you rate as an expert in your field? Go, write down very, very quickly. Who do you rate as an expert in your field? Okay, some of you are looking a little bit confused. That's fine. Don't worry about it. A name will pop in your head. For those who have written it down, why? Why do you rate them as an expert? Go. Have they been there? Have they done it? Have they got the t-shirt? Have they written loads of books? Are they all over Facebook? Are they all over social media? Now, where and how did you come across them? Yeah, where did you find them? Where were they hanging out? Where did that initially find you? Did you find them on Amazon? Was it a recommendation? Did you find them on social media? Did you find them on LinkedIn? Did you find them via Google when you were looking for stuff? Okay, right, we've all got something written down. And hopefully on the video you've got something written down as well. You see, some of those people could well be what I call the Tony Robbins expert. Okay? They are people that we admire for the sake of admiring. Now, I can actually say this because, as you can see on the screen there, I have seen Tony Robbins live. Okay? He is something to behold when you've seen him live. But did he turn my life around in one afternoon? Did he fuck? Did he turn the girl's life around that was over my shoulder? Might have done. Sort of, kind of. But we hang on his every word. And I've already used some stuff from Tony Robbins, as I explained earlier, about human needs. So there is a lot of weight to what he says. But if we go back to that question of where did you find this particular expert, more and more people are finding these particular experts online, on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. You see, we actually judge experts the wrong way. Because I would prefer to judge an expert on their experience of successes and failures. Not just successes, like a majority of people do. It's like that picture of the iceberg. Is you see the top of the iceberg, which is success, and what you don't see is the great big 50-foot below it, which is in the sea, which is all the hard sweat and graft and learning and failing that goes into you just seeing that bit of success. You see, the bar for being classed as an expert is so ridiculously low that actually it's quite easy to put yourself head and shoulders above those other people. Because you need to be honest. You need to be honest with your ideal customers and clients. You need to give them a peek behind the curtain. They need to understand what goes into the products and services that you offer them. Because if they don't, they just think you're the same as everybody else. But you're not the same as everybody else. You have your own story. You have your own reasons why. So therefore, it is important to demonstrate that, to show people. I'm standing in front of you right here, right now. I have failed as many times as I have succeeded. I have succeeded in helping businesses turn around. But there have also been the failures that I haven't been able to turn businesses around. And I could come up with a load of excuses, but I'm not. Because ultimately, it was my job to turn them around. And I didn't. There are loads of factors that go into that. But here I am being incredibly honest with you. Goes back to being testimonials. We talk about the great stuff, we never talk about the bad stuff. I personally believe that being an expert or being an expert business, you should have an opinion and be able to talk about the bad stuff as well as the good stuff. Because life isn't a bunch of roses. It never is. Life is real. People like reality. So is it about know, like and trust? Not entirely. It needs to be more. It has to be more because everybody else is on the same playing field of know, like and trust. But how much do people really know? I don't need to know your deepest, darkest secrets, but I'd like to get to know you more as businesses. Where did you start? I listened to a guy today stand up and say, I'm 60 today. He's not, by the way. He's 40 something. But he stood up and said, I'm 60 today. Actually, my business is 60 today because my father started it. And the business is now 60 years old. And there I am with my son who has just started working with me. So here's to another 60 years. Wow! How many businesses do you know still do that? How many business people honestly stick their hands up and go, do you know what? I've had a shocking month. It's been terrible. This is the reason why I did it. This is the reason why I failed. Especially when you're in accountancy, especially when you're in business coaching, especially when you're in those personal services that you are trying to help other businesses. It's really strange. You should never trust a fat fitness coach. But it's true, you shouldn't. In the same way, you should never trust someone who says they'll do your social media for you and puts out their own social media and gets one retweet every 6 weeks. But people still buy their stuff from them because they tell you they are an expert. No. Stop telling me you're an expert. Show me you are an expert. Show me you are that expert business. Show me what it takes to put your products on your shelves. Show me what it takes to be the person you are in your niche, in your industry. Show me what underpins your differences. Show me your opinion. I get criticized immensely for having an opinion. But it's also because I know that every single business in this room is different. So I would not coach you all in exactly the same way. I stand against everything that certain big coaching companies do because they believe that actually one size fits all. No, it doesn't. You are all unique. Earlier on, I asked you to write your story. Only you can tell your story. Only you can tell the story of how people should trust your business. I need to know about it. It's not eyes you need on your business anymore. It's hearts. We've gone to a stage in our civilized society that there is no loyalty. But by companies and businesses working on being loyal to their customers will reward the businesses. It can still be turned round. You're not appealing to everybody. So the like thing is just one of those things that gets thrown out there. We would all love to be liked by everybody. But you know what? It's great not to be liked by everybody. It means you're different. I am Marmite. People either love me or they hate me. And the ones that hate me, do you know what? I don't want to bloody work with you anyway. So what's it matter? It's great. It's great that people like me. It's great that people hate me. Because it means I'm doing something different. It means I'm not the same. It means I'm not vanilla. Trust is something that you earn. Trust is something that you build up. So one of the biggest tips that I could ever give any of you in this room or watching this on the course is that every time you see that customer, whether it is the very first time or whether it's the 100th time or the 1,000th time or the 10,000th time, is that you treat that individual like it's the very first time you have ever served them. Because we all remember our first time, right? Literally, we all remember our first time. It was always special. So one of the biggest advantages of you as small to medium businesses can ever have is to be able to treat those customers that walk through your doors, that pick up your phone, that send you an email, send you a Facebook message, is that you treat them like it's the very first time you've ever met them. Because they will feel special. They will come back. That is why you shouldn't be an expert. That is why you should be an expert business.